Welcome back to another video. And this video is, well, I'm about to head to work in a few. Just woke up, was listening to Remedy H, and he was speaking on Martin Luther King. I dropped a couple jewels or whatever. At least I feel they are jewels. And I want to say that we have to go back to the streets, aka real life, instead of us being on these videos, unless we are playing our videos in the streets, so that the sleep, or us who are aware that are amongst the sleep, who make up the masses, are playing our videos, out in the street. Because, and what I'm saying is, like, I put it like this: these beings have made it to where mostly everything is online, and I honestly believe that they are working to make everything 99% online. Everything is not 99% online now, but they are definitely moving us to that point. But they can only do it in baby steps, because people, the people have to accept it. The people have to permit them to get us to be online. See, they got so deep in, how can I say, they done got so deep in the trenches to where it's like it's no turning back. Because, you see what I'm saying? Like, how can I put it? We got computers, we got these devices, and that's all we mostly watch now. We don't go out in the streets like so-called Martin Luther King. We don't go out in the streets with Malcolm X and all of these other legends who passed away due to unnatural causes. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say that we got to go back to the streets. Because if we're going to be online, these beings are going to make sure that we only see negativity. That's the weapon. Remedy was talking about Martin Luther King, that Martin was not his original name. I don't know how true that is. I don't know his birth certificate, but I do know there's different figures that they put in place for us to follow, that is a part of the illusion, giving us all of these certain figures. Like, they'll give us like one person, just like they do in the Marvel movies. They'll give us one superhero, you see what I'm saying, to, like, harvest our energy, have us to, worship them. You see what I'm saying? They don't mind doing that. So I believe that Martin was a code word for marching. You see what I'm saying? Martin marched. Remedy was saying that his original name was Michael. Like I said, I don't know his birth certificate, but I did look it up on Google, and it seems to be I guess, true. So it says Martin Luther, what it say? Martin Luther officially revised his name on the birth certificate. It was a straightforward process. On July 23rd of the same year, someone simply crossed out name Michael and replaced it with Martin Luther King Jr., which has a ring to it. I'm sure people, we prefer Martin Luther King over Michael Luther King. So they had to. So I feel like they had to give it like like a twist. Like it's science. Like Martin Luther King has more of a ring than Michael Luther King. So I think Martin was a code word for marching, because that's all we did, and we still march today. We still protest today. Protest is program test. We protest, and they these beings, they watch us protest because they know we ain't gonna do nothing else. We protest, and then after we protest, we go right back to our house and go to sleep. Just like these wars, they say war going on, but when does the war stop? So what they do, they throw their bombs, they start shooting missiles and stuff like that. When do they ever rest? The system's still going. We don't have many wars, yet the system's still going. So the grand scheme of it is the war has already been won. They been took over. Now they got little sub wars, I call them, to give us the illusion that there's more wars. The Great War has already taken place. They already done came and conquered us. Now we are the ones who are abiding by their laws and regulations that they created. We can change that overnight, I believe, but it's not practical. But it definitely can happen. In my mind, it can happen. I may not know how, but it can happen. If they can do what they did, we can do what I think can happen. Right? So, yeah, we have to go back to the streets, because that's where everything is taking place. But online, since they got us to use cell phones, like the greatest weapon ever, they literally got everybody to use a cell phone. You can't tell me that's not a weapon. They got kids to use cell phones. They got adults to use cell phones. They got elderly people to use cell phones. We all use devices. That was the agenda. That was the goal, and they made it. So we now, in my mind, have to put these devices, these devil-made weapons, down. These cell phones are straight guns. These cell phones are guns. And we have to put them down. Because if we keep them, they're just going to make sure that we only see what they want us to see. AKA, that's how they came up with algorithms. Algorithms could only happen on these devices. As long as we got these devices in our hands, as long as we watching these devices, these screens, these black mirrors, they are going to make sure, they do their witchcraft, because that's what they use. They use mirrors. They use black mirrors to do their witchcraft. Control us through the black screens. Mirror, mirror on the wall. More like mirror, mirror in our hands. So, yeah, just like they gave us Martin Luther King or Marching Luther King, just like in Marvel. Marvel is War Veil. In Marvel Comics, they go throughout war. Through every movie, Marvel is about war. That's the hidden code that most people do not know. Even fanatics of Marvel. My homie, he the one who pointed me out that decode, and it blew my mind because it's so true. They love war. They love to fight. They love to keep negative energy boiling. And that's how they conquered us. But like I said, we can change it, but it just, they done got us so deep into the hole. It's like, can we even turn around? Sometimes I have the thoughts of like the fact that they done created the concept of Jesus. People done died believing in Jesus. How can you ever get your mind back after that has taken place? Dying in beliefs that they created. That's why I be wondering, will there ever be consequences for all of this chaos, this unnatural chaos that has been taking place? Because when I mean by unnatural chaos is things that's mostly created by man. Like now you got, they talking about some chemical spills going on in Ohio and other areas as well. And notice all of this stuff is happening back to back. That's an unnatural version of chaos. They want unnatural chaos. We already have chaos within us. The chaos within us, I believe, the energy that we've been suppressing, that's real chaos. AKA protection. Protecting ourselves from this unnatural chaos. They took us down with unnatural chaos. And over time we got weaker and weaker. And now we don't even fight back. We choose to play the game when we don't have to play the game. We really don't have to play the game. But see, it's a lot of people will say that's not practical. You not finna just not play the game. And that's what I hate, because we cannot play the game. We can literally quit, but we won't. Even if one person quit, even if 5 people quit, even if 5,000 people quit, the game still gonna continue, because they done got us so deep into the war. They done got us so deep into this game that they created, that we don't know how to play. That's why we're losing at their game that they created. We already had our natural game that we created, aka jumping into the physical flesh. They came, invaded. It's raining. They came and created a game within the game that we had created. But a lot of people don't believe that, so they choose to just toss it up in the air like because I can't prove that we had a game, aka nature. Nature is really the game, but see, now they have artificial intelligence. That's the unnatural version of nature. At least to my knowledge as of now, artificial technology is the unnatural version of nature, which is the official natural or nature. So yeah, they got us in so deep to it seems to be we have no way of returning to the ways of life. So yeah, let me see. I'm about to get ready to go to work. Today is Friday. So yeah, we are the ones who gave them permission to do all what they've been doing, unknowingly and knowingly. Unknowingly because they present us certain things, and being that we don't have the awareness, they capitalize off it, allowing them to continue to do what they're doing, allowing us to keep playing their game, allowing them to keep building upon the game and making it harder to get out of the game or to stop the game from being in motion. So yeah, because as of right now, we up here, we are building their monopoly board. We're building it for them. Like, how much longer we gotta play this game? We gotta keep making money. How much money do we need to win? Because you can pass down as much what you want to call it, monetary gains. You can pass down all the money that you want, but who's to say that these beings or these governments, mayors and people that basically run the surface of the planet, they run the surface of it, but there's other things that happen in the darkness that we don't see. It's crazy. I used to think about stuff like this when I was in like 5th and 6th grade, hating to go to school. And now, years later, it all made sense because I already knew back then. I had a hint of what was going on, but now I see. I never felt the need to pretty much blame the president, but look for who makes him the president. Who makes him the president? Who's behind the president? So, yeah, I think that's what I was saying. They have algorithms now. Algorithms are used to keep everything negative going to the top, to make sure we see it. The algorithms is the weapon, because as long as we have the devices, see, they got the towers, and they got the phones. As long as their towers are active, as long as their towers are active, these phones and devices gonna work. They came and destroyed our towers that we once had. They deactivated the pyramids, I believe. They deactivated the pyramids, right? Because we fell in vibration. The original towers we had for our real power, our superpowers, was the pyramids. They deactivated them, lowered us in vibration. Like I said, they massacred people. That lowers the vibration even more. All of that killing going on, all of those mushroom clouds that you saw, they were bombing the original people. They were bombing us. Doing so, that lowered our vibration. The pyramids became inactive. So while the pyramids were inactive, as well as other structures we are unaware of that are constantly being probably hidden from us, some of them they letting us know exist. They talking about inner cities and stuff like that. Yeah, the inner cities. But yeah, this how I'm seeing it right now in my head. Not knowing how true it is, but I think that the pyramids are inactive. They made them inactive due to all of the chaos that took place, the unnatural chaos, bombing us and stuff like that. Killed off the prehistoric animals that they programmed us through bombing and laser technology. Lowered our vibration. They said bump the pyramids. We're gonna destroy we're gonna deactivate the pyramids, and we're gonna create our own towers using their scrolls to learn how to build them. Now today we have Verizon, AT&T, Mediacom, all of these other various internet services that we use every day. The stuff that we use is literally a way of killing us, or keeping us docile, keeping us in the loop, keeping us in the net, the internet, internally. Oh, they got us. So instead of and then you can look at the towers. The towers look, the towers that we the phone towers. Well, at least I think they're phone towers, the energy towers, energy harvesters, whatever you want to call them. They look like just skinnier versions of the pyramids. They copy everything that we do. In order to lower us in vibration, they had to deactivate a lot of things. They had to instill fear in us so that we would lose our power. And now we don't even remember. We don't remember, and we do not believe that we had certain abilities like these movies that they show us. We don't even believe. We don't even got the slightest belief that we were once Superman and Wonder Womans and Hulks, because they destroyed the towers, erased our memory, flashed us, and created a whole new uh, board, a whole new slab for us to basically a empty USB drive starting fresh. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm about to get ready to go to work. Hopefully this message resonates with whoever is listening, and let's get it. It's raining right now. I'm kind of blowed by that because I wanted to be sunny. It was supposed to be 68 or I think 80. I think it was supposed to be 80 degrees. 84 I saw on the weather thing that they control or monitor. It was supposed to be 84, I believe, and now it's raining. Maybe it may rain. I mean, it may be sunny after it rains. After the rain is done, cause you know when it rains, it get back hotter. But I believe that they trying to make it cold. They trying to cool the planet down. But the more that they try to cool the planet down, it's gonna get hotter and hotter. So yeah. With that being said, Eat the God signing out. Peace.